How do that time. Let's see if the bolts that I've just bought, let's see if the bolts will fit. Let's just grab one of these ones. There is a difference between the ones that I've just bought and the ones that are in the car already, in the engine. That one's got a washer on, but it's also got a different sort of neck. You see that neck on it? And that one got a different kind of neck on it, different length. Will it fit? We shall have to find out. Will it fit? Yes, it fits, but it's longer than the other one. Will it clamp down? I do not know. Because in essence it wants to be the same length as that one. Annoying. I might be able to cut a bit of it off. Well, I should be able to machine it down actually. Cut it down like so. Yep. So it does fit the hole. So that's that bit that I'm happy about. And it's not down them holes anyway. You know what I mean? It just goes down into nothingness when you tighten them down. So big box of them bolts. And I only needed 2 of them. There's only 2 missing. So I need a washer. And I also need well, I'm thinking about milling it down actually in the actual screw them in there for the time being, because I can do the other ones, but that in essence should screw right down. Yep, to the same depth as the other ones. That's not bad going, so I might be alright on that. The only difference between that one and that one, in all honesty, is that little bit of a stretch point. The reason they file that down is what I figured out. The reason that's milled down a little bit compared to it being a solid all the way through is because when you tighten it down, that little bit of a filed away neck is actually what does all the stretching. So when you tighten it down, that bit of that bolt stretches a little bit. So rather than because then it won't stretch the thread, it'll stretch that bit of metal just there. Rather than that, it stretches all of that. So you like a bit stretch bolts. So, like I said, they seem to be alright. That one and them ones seem to be alright. They're not doing no stretching, but I only just need it down to torque it down, rather than putting them all on. You know, just screw them all in. Go all the way down. There's no obstructions down there. So yeah, I think them ones will work. So I've got all original bolts there. That's a case of putting the cylinder heads on, or grabbing one of them out of the box, just having a look at it, like, you know, because I've got all my files on there, all my metal files. So if I were to get that with flat edge on it and stick that into the old pillar drill, I don't know if you've ever done this before, but I've done it before. My son and our old man's done it a few times with other things. Just get that, shove that into chuck on the actual pillar drill, and mill it down. Not everybody's got a pillar drill. This pillar drill only cost 40 quid many years ago from B&Q, so anybody can buy one of these days. They're not that damned expensive. It's the actual metal lathes that everybody else has got that are really expensive, whereas this one, if you can clamp it in like that, you know, and with chuck, you get the old chuckaroonie on it, tighten that up. Now when it puts the actual electricity on, it'll just spin around. And you just put the thing against it and just keep filing it down. So make a mark on it with a black pen so you know where it's at, and then just keep working it down with metal file until it goes down to the right depth, and then you've got your stretch point on your bolt. I think I'll do that.